It's the Dinoco 400. At the final lap, Lightning McQueen blows out his tires. Chick Hicks and the King speed behind. Suddenly, Lightning McQueen crosses the finish line. The crowd is in disbelief. It's the first rookie to ever win a Piston Cup.
What if Lightning McQueen won the Piston Cup at the Dinoco 400?
In an alternate timeline where Lightning McQueen actually wins the Piston Cup at the Dinoco 400, everything changes, both for McQueen and the racing world. McQueen is in shock after his sudden uncalled win after blowing up his tires in the middle of the race. Tex Dinoco drives over to McQueen and offers him to race for Dinoco. Instead of staying loyal to Rusty's, McQueen eagerly accepts Tex Dinoco's offer. He gets the sleek blue paint job, private jets, and top-tier treatment he always dreamed of. His new crew consists of elite pit crew members, and Dinoco spares no expense in making him the biggest star in racing history. Lightning McQueen makes many appearances and cameos in famous Hollywood movies and streaming shows such as The Revengers, Age of Ultron as Quicksilver, becoming one of the biggest hits in his career, Lightning Storm as himself, which gets mixed reviews and barely breaks even at the box office, and the cameo in a foreign show Squid Game as Player 095, which gains him a lot of popularity after his retirement from racing. Without the controversial win from the famous crash at the Los Angeles International Speedway finish line, Chick Hicks never gets his moment in the spotlight. Instead, he remains a mid-tier racer, forever stuck in McQueen's shadow. The Thunder catchphrase never takes off, and he ends up bitter, staying the runner-up. Doc Hudson never becomes McQueen's mentor. He never has to force Mac to drive all night to the tiebreaker race. And with Dinoco's resources at his disposal, McQueen never finds himself lost at Radiator Springs. He doesn't learn the value of slowing down, never bonds with Doc Hudson, and never realizes there's more to life than racing. The town of Radiator Springs remains forgotten, and its residents never get the revival McQueen helped bring in the original timeline. McQueen stays a selfish racecar with his newfound wealth, parties at night, and lacks discipline and the meaning of life. McQueen never falls in love with Sally. Their paths never cross in a meaningful way, and he remains fixated on fame and success rather than having deeper relationships. While Dinoco gives him a glamorous lifestyle, they also push him to perform at his peak every single race. Without Doc's guidance to teach him old-school tricks over and disciplines, McQueen's aggressive racing style leads to him burning out. The very next year, in 2009, McQueen found himself in a controversy with a young actress for his abusive and entitled behavior. Many more young cars come to the light about their experiences, but McQueen's lawyers have his back. As of 2016, McQueen only wins 3 Piston Cups. By the time newer, faster cars like Jackson Storm come onto the scene, McQueen struggles to adapt without a strong foundation. Even Jackson Storms is seen as a guest at Chick's Pick, mocking McQueen's greed and ignorance. Storm says, McQueen is going so broke that his slow ass is trying to force studios in hiring him and making sequels to the movie he made, praising himself. Soon leaked phone calls, photos, and many inappropriate text messages and videos come out against McQueen, and he is finally found guilty of his crimes. This leads him to get fired from Dinoco and banned from the Piston Cup. McQueen goes from being a beloved and respected race car to all the way to the most hated Piston Cup racer in recent history. Having a fate worse than Chick Hicks in the original Cars movie timeline. McQueen spends the rest of his life alone, stuck in his own ignorance. McQueen may have won the Piston Cup that day, but he lost the wisdom and friendships that made him truly great. His career skyrockets for a while, but without the lessons he learned in Radiator Springs and the friendships he made, his legacy is one of flashiness rather than resilience. Ultimately, losing that race was the best thing that ever happened to him.